What's up everybody, welcome to Money Management channel. My name is Andrei and today I'm gonna be doing an update on MMTLP and FINRA saga.
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed, born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up.
And guys, on today's video I will show you the latest news directly related to our story. I will show you more clear picture of the process when MMTLP became tradable. And on top of that, I will show you a potential violation of US Constitution. And yes, guys, you've heard me right. I will show you this within the next several minutes. So, and before we dive deeper into all of this, guys, please hit the like button for YouTube algorithm. It is very important to spread this information to as many people as we can. And to do so, we have to do our best, and the easiest way how we can do it, just hit the like button and YouTube will do the rest. So let's start with this tweet that was published 17 hours ago by Orogrande. He wrote, this 456th day since FINRA U3 halted MMTLP is the official 15-month mark. Put in perspective, that's about 10,950 hours. How can we avoid having to wait another 15 months for a resolution? By now you have to be convinced that we are not just gonna go away. And yes, guys, our community is the strongest one. I don't have any doubts about it. And that is why we will solve this problem one way or another. And I have to say that we have basically several paths, and we have some updates in regards to these paths as well. And on a daily basis, I do this video in order to show you this information. So let's start with this tweet. And guys, on my yesterday's video, I explained to you in details the potential exemption because of which the MMTLP ticker symbol became tradable in 2021. And I found out this by Charles Gasparina's tweet, and it is quite surprising, but he made a tweet with a half truth, but this truth was more than enough to find out the additional portion of this information. So, and Charles Gasparina is still trying to push our case down, and he used just half of a truth in order to do it. And he wrote this tweet again 17 hours ago. He said, also OTC market says Meta had no say in whether MMTLP could trade because it's a public company issuing a preferred with the QSIP. And he made this tweet in response to Mark Basil's tweet, and let me quote you this tweet in details. It explains a lot. So, Mark wrote, again, a QSIP does not automatically make a stock tradable, if that's what you are saying. The QSIP can be secured before or during the application process, under section 211 or an exemption. That's how MMTLP was assigned a symbol and was allowed to be quoted on the OTC. To FINRA for symbol. It's an identifier, it's just a part of a process in place to seek to get the underlying security to be traded. This is also the process before a single broker can consummate an unsolicited trade through the exemption. This was a part of the crux of the New York Supreme Court petition against the OTC markets, which has yet to be decided by that court. However, my conversation with OTC's in-house conseil revealed that before it was allowed to be quoted on OTC markets, they needed specific approval by FINRA to do so. Maybe get one of your securities attorney friends to either confirm what I'm saying or dispel this. It seems you want to tie in blame to the company for its role on the stock becoming trading. This way it conforms to your pump and dump insider theories, that the insiders knew what they were doing when securing the QSIP for a much larger plan to get it trading, jack up the price and sell. That's just a theory, but has nothing to do with the actual process of getting this traded, because the company didn't seek out market makers for a 15C-211 quotation. It was done by a broker through an exemption, and we will find out who that initial trade was for. Maybe that will confirm your theory or disprove it. However, MMAT is not without fault. It could have taken legal steps to prevent this, and it didn't. And yes, guys, we know that back in the days in 2021, when MMTLP stock became tradable, MMAT and George Parkeras didn't do anything in order to raise the huge red flag and to prevent this ticker symbol from trading. And yes, it is a huge issue that leads to the current situation, because when MMTLP was tradable on OTC markets, it was easy for market makers to push this asset down. And let me show you this. By the way, Charles Gasparina said in his tweet that if there is a QSIP number on certain asset, it has to be tradable. But let me show you this. Yesterday I showed you this due diligence that was made by Odysseus, and he added 2 screenshots, and these screenshots explains that TRCH mentioned about the status of their MMTLP placeholder. And let me show you this screenshot. It is the official document that was issued by the Foundation for Securities Market, and let me show you this. Torchlight Energy Resources has announced the distribution of new Torchlight Energy Resources Series A preferred shares. The distribution ratio is 1 Series A preferred shares for each TRCH shares held. The record date is June 24th, 2021. The payable date is June 25th, 2021. The Nasdaq has set June 23rd, 2021 as the ex-distribution date for this distribution. And this is just a general information, but we are interested in this sentence. Per the TRCH proxy statement dated May the 5th, 2021 and filed May the 7th, 2021, it is not expected that Series A preferred shares will be listed on a national securities exchange. And on top of that, guys, you can see this definition. We are on ISIN.com website in the QSIP section, and here you can see the register QSIP numbers title. On the second paragraph you can find this information. QSIP numbers are issued to both private and public companies, hedge funds, mutual funds, private equity corporation, etc. And guys, this means QSIP number might be issued to the private company, and it doesn't mean that the stocks of this company might be easily bought and sold on the open market. It means that it is a procedure not only to make the certain ticker symbol tradable, but for other different purposes like as spin-offs, for example. On top of that, guys, let me show you the tweet that was made again by Odysseus, and he wrote this. I have posted many times this screenshot of my conversation with OTC symbol management. From my understanding, there wasn't an application for ticker MMTLP per se. A FINRA member made a trade that caused the setup of the ticker MMTLP per FINRA Rule 6622 transactions. I contend the trade that had to be reported was of options that no longer had an underlying component, hence the creation of MMTLP. We've in the OCC memos, and there you go. MMTLP became a portion of settlement in exercising option MMAT1 post-merger, which appears to have preceded listing on OTC markets. This sequence I have written appears congruent with what Mark Basile has conveyed. And guys, yes, we found out that there is a loophole in the Securities and Exchange Commission rules, because if the certain company bought a QSIP number with the exemption in section 211 and with rule 6622, market makers can make an inquiry to sell or buy this ticker symbol, and because of this broker-dealer through which this order was granted, it has to file this procedure in SEC, and this procedure leads to the switching the status of this underlying asset from non-tradable to tradable asset. And this is the loophole that is still on the table right now. And guys, we have to know the companies who made this happen, and we know for now that the first trade was made in between GTS Securities and Concord Genuine. And guys, for now we still have to wait for the information from the lawsuit that was filed by Mark Basile, because in his case our main goal is to find out who was the first companies who trade MMTLP and through which broker-dealers this process was made. And when we know this information, definitely we will have an opportunity to sue these companies and to ask them why did they do it and why did they hide this information for 15 months. On top of that, guys, let me show you this tweet that was made by Nicholas Raya, and he wrote this on March the 6th. He said, "Here is the Section 8 of our United States Constitution. It's your duty to subpoena FINRA and SEC for the MMTLP share count and provide punishment for counterfeiting securities." And guys, it is a mind-blowing information because I didn't know about that, but in Section 8 you can find this sentence: to provide for the punishment of counterfeiting the securities and current coin of the United States. And because of this, guys, Congress has to act and they have to issue a subpoena. And potentially, this might be the easiest and the shortest way to solve our problem. But so far, we are still waiting. We are waiting for the resolution. And because of all the information that we already found out, I think we will win this battle. And guys, let me tell you my personal story. I have a wife and 2 children aged 11 and 15, as well as a small dog. After 30 years of living in Russia near the Baikal Lake, we decided to move. Now we reside in Serbia. Although I don't own any MMTLP shares, I invest a lot of time creating daily MMTLP videos. I have been doing this every day without days off and holidays for more than 1.5 years. Now I wish to buy back this time from my family, from my children. We've agreed that I will ask the MMTLP community to support me and I will give all the money to the children. Therefore, if you believe that I am providing useful content for you and wish to support me, you can join my Patreon account. For $5 a month, I will add your name to my list of supporters if you wish. Thank you in advance. The link you can find in the description below. So, I think that's all information that I want to provide you. If you like my video, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and see you guys and girls next time. Bye!
I got the cash in the bag, stadium packed. Born a rock star in this life, gonna live it up on the attack. Baby, I'm bad, I just wanna get caught up in this life. I'm crazy, I'm mad, doing no cap. Only God wants you.